The curtains in a house is controlled by 4 light inlets W, X, Y, and Z. The curtains are drawn up whenever W and X are in different positions. When Y is low, the curtain is drawn up on condition that Z is high. Draw a truth table to represent this information. This kind of a question is very common, although they are framed in different formats, but exactly the concept is the same. So here we have to know the meaning of the conditions that have been given here. So when we are saying the curtains are drawn up, it means at that point now we are talking of logic level 1. When we are told that we have 4 light inlets, these now are inputs, which means now we consider 4 inputs in our truth table. Again, when we are told that W and X should be in different positions for the curtains to be drawn, it means that they should possess different logic levels. So if W is 0, X is expected to have 1 in order for the curtains to be drawn up. Or if W is 1, X should be 0. That is what it means by different positions. Another one, we are told that when Y is low, the word low there, low represent logic 0. So we are told when Y is 0, the curtain will be drawn if or on condition that Z is high. So when Y is 0, the curtains will be drawn only and only if Z will be 1, which is high. So those are the meaning of the conditions. So we represent in our truth table using 4 inputs, which is now then W, X, Y, and Z. So let's draw a truth table of 16 rows. Because we are using 4 input, that is 2 power 4 to get the number of rows. And now the output will be whether the curtains are drawn up. So here we say curtains and drawn up. It can have a question, can be a question. So that is the truth table. So we fill the values. So we have to have 16 different combinations for each input. For each input, we have to combine the 4 inputs in different combinations. So for W, we can start with 8 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we have 8 ones, that is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is total of 16. When we go to X, we alternate with 4 zeros, 4 ones. So we have 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Next, we alternate with these 2 zeros, 2 ones. 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0. 1 1. Then we go for 1, that is 0 1 0 1. So we have 0 1 0 1. So don't start with 1 0, you have to go with the pattern. That is 0 1 0 1. We have 0 1 0 1 0 1, then 0 1. So that is the different combinations of the inputs. Now we have to follow now our condition or conditions that have been given. So first we consider where W and X are in different positions. So at the point where W is 0 and X is 1, or W is 1 and X is 0, those are the different positions talked about here. So it means the curtains will be drawn up, meaning at this column the output is 1. But we have to consider also the condition that Y is, when Y is low, curtain are drawn up when Z is high. So in this case, first let's start with the positions where W and X are at different logic levels. So the first column is the first row is this one. So at that point, at this row, at this one, we have this one, we have this one, we have also this one, also we have this and this. At those points, W and X are in different positions. So with that condition met, then the curtains are drawn up, meaning we have logic 1 at this point, but we have to consider at the point where now Y is low at that particular row. So let's consider this row. At this point, the condition for W and X is met, and the condition of Y is also met, which is 0, meaning low, but Z is 0, meaning the curtain will not be drawn, because at the point where Y is 0, we expect Z to be up. So at this point, we go with 0. Actually, all the other positions now we should have filled them with zeros, because they don't meet any condition. They don't meet any condition, so we can have zeros first in all other positions. Let me first explain this. At these points where Y is 0 here, at these points, even if Z is 1, for example for this row, we cannot draw the curtains up because Y and X are not meeting our condition. So all conditions must be met. So let's go to this row. X and Y have the condition met. Y is 0 and Z is up, so we put a 1. The next one, we have the X and W, they are okay. Here at this row, X and W are okay, but we have no limitation. We don't have any restriction as per the question that is telling us at any given point when Y is high or Z is low what we should do. So as long as this condition is met, we automatically have a 1. because for y being high and z low, we don't have such a condition. Then for this row also we put a 1 because these conditions we don't have any restrictions for them. Next, the next one will be a 0 because x and w, they are meeting the condition. Y is low, but the z is not meeting the condition when y is low. So we have a 0. The other condition will give us a 1 because w, they meet the condition with x, but y is y is low, z is high, so we have a 1. Next, we shall have a 1 because we don't have a condition whereby we are restricted to have the curtains not drawn when y is 1 and z is 0. And lastly, we have a 1 because here z and y, they are at 1, and we don't have a condition for that, but x and w are meeting our conditions. So at these particular points is when now the curtains will be drawn up with the respective conditions of the light inlets. So you have to consider very well what has been restricted or what the question says.